You know what it is, man. Welcome to another Friday Night Pregame Show. I go by the name of HMG.
Your favorite Asian, Lisa May.
Adele is here.
Yo, what up? It's Champs.
It's another Friday night, man. Yo, how you guys doing? Thanksgiving just passed. How was
Black
your
Friday
Thanksgiving,
edition.
man?
I know.
How was your Thanksgiving?
Celebrating
man?
you.
Celebrating you.
Only you will start with racism.
Anyways, happy Thanksgiving. Hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving. And very thankful for everything that they have.
Well, it was a very nice Thanksgiving. I was up in Long Island with my white side of the family, so I definitely I missed my Dominican food, but it was good.
Bougie. Thanksgiving was good. I enjoyed it. Spent time with my family, so it was good.
Definitely was a good Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Cool, chill, drink, ate a lot.
Play some dominoes.
Yeah.
So did we all take like a massive dump today?
No,
Oh, pretty good.
No?
Usual.
just you.
Usual. Anyhow, let's get right into it, man. So let's talk about this shit, man. Everybody's been seeing the whole P. Diddy situation been going on in the city, right? As soon as he paid out, yo, that was the fastest payout I have ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah, you about to be paying a lot more money.
How much did he pay?
We don't know.
30, I think it was 30 million.
35 million.
35
Suit, but
million.
We don't know what was
Damn.
settled.
What was settled? Yeah, exactly. So Diddy got sued by Cassie, which to me it was outrageous because I'm like, yo, I guess I was a little bit oblivious to this. I was like, wait, if your girl, like that was your girl, but then she's suing you and she said you raped her. So I was like, how the hell you rape your girl?
Because if it's never consensual, it's still rape, even if you're in a relationship.
That's true. That's true. It's still possible. If I
Yeah.
tell you I don't want to do something, you still force it upon me, that's rape.
That's crazy. Like I just couldn't believe that. I'm like, how could it, like you're my girl? Like,
But
so if your
she
girl
says
tells you
no.
she's not in the mood, and you put it in, you're committing rape.
Yeah.
shit.
That is true. But Diddy is something else though. Like his track record, first he might be a little fruity.
Yeah, I've been hearing
Might
that
be.
too. That's been coming out like crazy.
Yeah, the parties that he throws, like he's just mad sus and he's shady.
It's been a little. It's been
And it's
a,
unfortunate he's a Scorpio.
I told y'all red flags. I told y'all.
It's just this
I
one.
told y'all.
Why?
And a couple more, but
Nah.
whatever.
why you threw it out there? Why you get
Yeah.
Champs ammunition? And
I
he
knew it.
man.
I knew it.
Scorpios.
I knew it.
No, we're
I know
good.
better.
whatever.
Yeah.
Anyhow, so he got sued, paid out within like 24 hours, settled, right? Then now all the allegations coming out now
It was like
saying
another
about
4 lawsuits.
yeah, like everything's coming out now. Like this guy said they was gang raping him or banging him out, and I was like, wait, what? I'm like, what's happening here? What is going on?
Yeah, 50 Cent, he just posted. He was like, I told you this was happening. So
He
now-
said documentary coming. Did he do it or did he not?
That was good. That was good.
And it's crazy, they dragging Will Smith into this.
Wait,
No,
what?
no, that's something different. That ain't had nothing to do with Diddy, but that is something different. but Jada, that was the first time Jada came to his back. She was like, "Oh, we suing."
Oh, for real?
Yeah, she was on the Breakfast Club and they asked her about it. And she was like, "Oh, we're suing.
Oh shit! I
You're not gonna drag Will through the mud. We suing." I was
Only,
like, "That's
only
right."
she could do it.
I was
Only
like,
she could
"That's
do
right.
it.
That's right. Finally,
No.
you doing something, wifey."
No, but they were saying that like Will Smith was doing shit with guys.
Yeah, they
Like-
said he was bent over.
Yeah. Yo, it's been going down in that backstage,
know.
that backstage room, and going crazy.
Holly
Yeah.
Weird is really what it is.
No, it's true, but I still think Diddy is pretty much a weirdo.
Yeah,
Like for real though.
but like, to think about
Allegations are something else, but like I really think that the shit that Diddy's being accused of, he really did it.
You know, every time I talk about Diddy, one memory comes to mind.
What is that?
The episode of him on Drink Chaps with Jadakiss and Fab, and how
I didn't see that
uncomfortable he had Fabulous and Jadakiss.
Why?
Really?
He's like, "Fab, when you gonna party with me? Like, when you gonna let me come to your birthday party?" And Fab was like, "Yo, what you talking about?" Like, yo, it was crazy.
one. I ain't see that. We gotta see that.
Crazy.
We gotta see that
no,
one.
we do.
Yeah.
We do.
You can see he was mad uncomfortable.
But that's what I'm trying to say. Like, think about it, right? If you have a situation, right, and like your significant other sues you for what allegedly says of raping her, like
He was
to
abusing
me,
her,
abusing,
beating
raping,
her.
beating her. Like he posted a video of her one time, like crawled up in like a blanket. Like she was crawled up in a blanket and sitting on the floor. He was like, look at it, like joking. He was like, babe, come on, get up already. And I was like,
Yeah, no.
And allegedly too, like he sex trafficked her. So he had like people come in and like he basically would watch Cassie like fuck these other guys and he would like get off to it. But like it was against her will. And then it was constant every time that he would go on tour, they would be somewhere else. He would scout like these guys. I think there's a certain name they call it to do these things with Cassie.
You do way too much research.
Yeah.
No, that's what
Wow.
I saw. It's in the lawsuit. Sex trafficking.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
I mean, I don't like. I do believe, actually, not don't. I do believe that he's like into weird stuff. Like
But half
His
the
I've got
behavior
that much
is
money,
very
you
sus.
get bored.
no, but all everybody who has a lot of money like that,
They do weird shit like that because they're bored.
they don't have nothing else to do, so they're like, they can get
it's
anybody
like Harvey
they want.
Weinstein.
I mean, but like, and it's not that I'm defending it, but at the same time, it's like, there's no but. At the same time, when you get to the point where you can literally just buy anything,
Right.
there are certain things that you probably once got you off will never do it again.
But like, what makes a person stay in that situation though? Right?
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I want to know. Like,
I
why
think the
would you
bigger
say?
question is what makes someone like, and it's not that a victim is a victim. I want to make that very clear.
Yeah.
But what makes someone decide to speak up civilly and not criminally?
right?
You know what I'm saying? Because like, why not go to the authorities and make a criminal suit? Why go and make it a civil suit where you get money for it?
Right? Like the person should have went to jail. Like if that, I don't think it will hold up more though, right?
I don't think it
all that would
would.
have happened. All that would have
I
happened.
don't think it
Let's say he was found guilty civilly. It could have maybe led to the FBI or the police to open up criminal case.
But usually that's
and-
what
and
happens
research it.
though. Think about it. When something comes out, right? The first time it comes out, it lets out. Then what usually happens is the state doesn't pick it up, the feds will pick it up.
Yeah.
Because so much is being said, right? So eventually probably the feds will pick it up. But then it's like so many conspiracies around the whole situation, like
Right.
where this might have happened, this might have happened, or it's just a little touchy for me. I'm just like, if like you just said, if she would have went criminal charges, would have held up?
Because I remember when she posted it, she was like, "I'm not standing down. I'm letting my voice be heard." And a day later, she goes, "This is the only way it's gonna get handled the way I want it to." Like, wait, what?
So she
So you went from "I'm not standing down" to "write the check."
so she must be dying to need the money.
Yeah, that's what I was
That's
thinking.
how I took it.
I mean, she's in a new marriage now for a couple years.
Yeah, but don't mean
You
you
know what I
broke.
mean?
That means they need money because
I remember they were gonna break up before a few times, and he was giving her like 25 grand or 30 grand a month to live.
What you saying, Dallas?
Well, she is someone who is known. So for me, it's like, why would you stay and why would you not speak up when you're in that relationship?
I mean, that's what I mean. But so if you don't want criminal, right? It's really your word against theirs, right? So usually, like, you could say I raped you, but can you prove it? You know what I mean? And how could you prove it when you was with that person? So the only way to go would probably be to sue him and make him pretty much make an ass out
So
of him.
all the
right?
evidence out there to where the FBI says, "All right, let's look at this further."
Correct.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
And now the thing about it now, so now she got a payday, right? She got a huge payday. Cool. But now Diddy's name is ran through the mud like crazy. So now all these other stories are coming out now. Like everybody's starting to come out. It's like almost like that Me Too shit.
I feel
And I
it
don't want
all
to say
started-
shit, but the Me Too movement.
But I
But
think
I don't
it's the
agree with that.
opportunity for people to actually like follow suit if something like that were to happen. You
I
know,
think it is-
especially
So,
for,
That's
coming
the
from
thing.
Diddy.
My question is, if you're all speaking up now, did he have them sign a contract where it's like you can't talk about what happens?
No, because if it's criminal, you can always talk about criminal.
Well,
There's
the
no
thing
contract
is-
to sign to stop
No,
it.
I'm saying like in the moment when they were involved with him.
don't
I
know.
personally think that victim or not a victim, you can't say or say. So I would say all people that are saying they are victims saw one person get paid and said, "Why not cash in?"
No, it's true. It's
That's
true
how
though.
I look at it.
But you know it's crazy. Like I was saying about we were talking about it off air. We were talking about the mayor of New York City, right? He has a lawsuit coming out, or somebody sexually harassed him, or sexually
30 years ago.
30 years ago. Like, come on. Like, I don't get this. Like, I don't understand this. Like, how is it that all the females, I understand like you got touched or I'm not discrediting anybody, right? But why would you wait so long?
On top of that, why bring it out now that he's in office and not bring it out while he's running for office?
Yeah.
Well, I say it's an agenda.
I think it's an agenda
There's
too.
something that has to be done, and
I agree.
it's gotta happen
Because
right now.
the minute he pretty much denounced Biden and all the migrants coming to New York, the FBI opened up an investigation, and then this pops up. Well, I don't know if you noticed, on Thanksgiving, 5 different sexual harassment cases came up from 5 different actors or people of celebrity status. Mayor Adams, Jamie Foxx, Cuba Gooding Jr., Diddy, and it was one more black person. Just popped up out of nowhere like, what is going on? Oh, and Trey Songz.
Trey Songz.
I would believe Trey.
Well, Trey, we knew that was coming too, though.
I would believe Trey. Trey's
Yeah.
like weird.
Yeah, Trey's
He's
with
a
R.
little weird.
Trey's
Doesn't
with
he
R.
like
Kelly
peeing?
and Diddy shit.
Like
Huh?
he
R.
doesn't he
Kelly.
like being No, I think
That's R.
him
Kelly.
too.
Trey Songz.
I don't know. I don't pay that much attention to people's lives.
Oh, okay, my
I hear
bad.
Trey Songz does a lot of crazy weird shit. But you gotta think about it, it's Trey Songz. Like he could probably get like every girl's gonna fall for Trey. Like it's Trey. Like
I mean, his songs already say enough.
that's what I'm saying. So that girls gonna
Neighbors say
sing it.
no.
Sing it.
Neighbors
Sing it.
say
You
my
don't know.
no. Neighbors hear
I
my.
just don't sing it.
Never
Actually,
mind.
We changed
All
our
right.
mind.
Never mind. Anyways,
It's horrible. I thought I was looking at karaoke just now.
Nah, so as females in the room, like as an individual, right? If God forbid something ever like this happened to you guys, are you like, would you say shut it in and like would not say nothing, or would you kind of like would talk to somebody, or would you like bring that person to light? Let's start with Dallas.
So that's the thing. For me, God forbid, if that were to ever happen to me, I would speak up in the moment. I wouldn't stay there, be in a relationship with someone. I'll speak up. I'll report it. Like, if it happened one time and I know no one is going to believe me, then I'm going to find a way to get proof, and I'm going to report it. But my thing is, why stay and then speak up years after?
You don't think comfortable? It's like it becomes the comfortability though, because you get so comfortable with an individual, right? So you get comfortable with that person. So like think about like if someone cheated on you, right? Or you're not with that person, or whatever the case happens, right? You got comfortable enough to be like, you know what, I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna just let that be, and I'm gonna deal with it, right? So same situation as these females, but I get it from where the standpoint where someone's together, then when someone's not together and they're just saying it happened, right?
Yeah.
So like, but for like anybody saying like, hey, like you're with your person and you got raped, like to me, I just cannot wrap my head around that shit. Like to be like, yo, I got raped by this person because I said no, I didn't want to have sex tonight.
I mean, it's
And you
definitely
stood there.
it's definitely possible. You know what I mean?
It probably is.
It is.
I just can't wrap my head around it. That's
You
all
know
I'm
what it
saying.
is? And I don't mean to speak in front of them. I watched a documentary about the Boy Scouts. And we all know what happened in the Boy Scouts. And the one thing I saw that every single guy, a lot of them didn't recognize what happened until they were old enough to recognize what happened. And then a lot of it's a lot of shame. Now, what I will say from someone that I recently saw, someone that was a bit of a figure in a company I was once involved in, he had a bunch of allegations come up, and he's now facing charges for like murder and stuff like that. The victims that spoke up all said the same thing. And I think that's again what happens, right? They all said, yeah, he might have went and did this, but then you turn around and love bomb, love bomb, love bomb, love bomb. So it's very manipulative at the same time.
Right.
And I feel like sometimes those things could be happening. And like I'm watching the conversations and I'm like, yo, I'm more so amazed at how they speak to him.
Mm-hmm.
Daddy, everything's daddy,
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 yeah.
daddy. Everything's daddy, right? And it's almost like every single person, same pattern.
That's
daddy.
crazy, yeah. Cause
Like
Yeah.
every single person, same pattern was daddy. Almost like he's telling you this is what I like to be calling you. You're doing to make him happy. And I think some point you may not get out of that phase or out of that spell that you were in. It could take years to get out of it, right? Think about when you break up someone that you was in a relationship for a long time, and let's call that a healthy relationship.
Right.
It takes years to get over it, right? It takes a long time for you to get over it. Then look at the things that were healthy and look at the things that weren't healthy. I'm like, I won't accept this again, right? So I think from an abuser, someone that was abused, I feel like they go through that same cycle. And that may be why it's hard for people to speak up right away, because you don't actually recognize that's what happened or that was
Exactly.
what was going on.
Exactly.
To be fair, right?
Yeah.
That's just my opinion on it.
Because your feelings are also in it too as well. So you can't even fathom the thought that someone you're with actually just did something like that to you. So you just think like, oh, they must not have that intent. Oh, I must be like misinterpreting it or something like that. But then when you really look back at it, right, like you're gonna be like, actually, like I was not okay with that. So I think if you're in a relationship with someone, right, and they're saying, no, I don't want to do something, just because you're in a relationship with them doesn't give you the right for them to just do whatever you want them to do. You still have to ask if they vocalize, I do not want to do this. I do not want to go there. I don't want to do this. Like, you have to like listen, be like, oh, okay. You can have a conversation like, oh, why is that? But like, don't just force it upon somebody.
And I agree. I also feel like, and let's just be honest, ladies, it's I won't call it a slippery slope, but it's definitely a questionable area, right? Because there's also times when women are like, no, don't do that, stop. But you actually don't want us to stop, and you want us to do it, right? And so it's hard to, and it's again, not excusing it.
Yeah.
But it's hard to know where the line is drawn when that's the game you play also, right? The cat and mouse kind of game.
I think you just ask more questions. Like, oh.
But how do you ask questions in a moment?
Body language
you know what I'm
tell
saying?
you.
Because think about it like this, right? Say you're with your partner and you're like, stop, don't do that. But then you're opening your legs. Right?
Well, yeah, body
But at what point does someone go, well, that's habitual already. You always do that they miss the body language. Because it's also something that can actually happen, right? You could miss it because you're so constantly used to that being that.
Yeah, but think about it. So that's just in reality, right? For a female standpoint.
Right.
If you guys are not into someone, right? You don't get wet though.
Well, no.
Right?
So it's different. I'm talking about someone you're in a relationship with, not just a regular person.
I'm just saying, like, even if you're in a relationship though, like if you're not attracted, if you're not physically into them, your shit just doesn't work.
No, I would disagree though, because sometimes our body reacts in a situation, right? So like, for instance, rape victims that like were kids, right? Let's say, God forbid, but let's say a father was raping their daughter and their body started to react, to respond, and they don't understand why. It's not because they obviously want to do it, it's just like a reaction from the body in the setting. So I think that's where they feel the guilt. Most rape victims, if they're a kid experiencing this, they don't understand why they're feeling certain things and why their body is reacting, whether, let's say it's a boy, he has a boner, he doesn't know why, and he's like, I don't like this, you know, it's massive guilt.
That's fair.
It's fair
It
enough.
goes back to body language. Yeah, you can play the game at the beginning, but when you don't want someone to touch you and you're like pushing them off, then it's like, you know, that should tell you, all right, she's serious right now.
Yeah, but if in the game you play the push off, then how do they know?
I think you just ask an extra question.
You know what I'm saying? Because like, again, we'll wrap it up there, but.
No, but I didn't get Lisa's response to this.
Oh, okay,
like, so,
yeah. Because again, you know, if you play the push off game, but the push off game is, I'm pushing you to come closer.
Yeah.
Right? Then how does that person know that that's the serious push? It's almost like a boy cry wolf scenario, right? So it's like communication 100%, but if communication is jarred based on past behavior, then maybe you have to change your language of communication up to just no is always no, and never I'm just playing no.
Body language and tone.
And that goes for everybody, right? That's
So-
not like just picking on women in that scenario.
No, yeah. So Lisa, what would you do in that situation?
I mean, it's already happened to me, so I kind of already understand. Like, my first boyfriend, like, you know, I didn't lose my virginity out of my own will. It was, like, forced upon me. And so I didn't recognize what happened until after it was done, and I started sobbing, and I wasn't understanding why I was crying so much. And then I was like, well, I like him, but, like, I can't believe, like, he didn't understand when I said no like 20 times and he still did it. Now I'm confused. So like later when I got older, I was like, explaining the story to like my friends and like my cousins, and they're like, you do realize that's rape? And I was like, no. He's like, no, that's rape. Like, you didn't want to do it. You told him, you pushed him, you said 20 times you did not want to do this, and he still did it. And that's the reason why you were crying, because I think you couldn't like put it together, you know what I mean? And like, that was really messed up, and I realized, you know, like, stuff like this happens and we don't pick it up right away, you know what I mean?
I know what it is,
Yeah.
man. No, you know what it is, man. The Friday Night Pregame Show. Let's wrap up the early set. Lisa May Rants coming up next. You know the vibes.
This is Lisa May's Rants. Buckle up, bitches.
Well, happy Black Friday. So I want to start off by talking about something that's trending right now. So it's about Toronto. So Toronto is also facing inflation, just like America. And they started renting out half of their bed. So it started off with a
What?
woman. Yep.
You know what? It's funny. I did see something about this.
Right,
I didn't
keep
know it was
going.
in Toronto, but I did see something about this. Keep going.
No. So a woman posted, I guess she was renting out half of her bed, and everyone started going crazy, and they followed suit. And then more people started offering half of their bed, and now it's becoming a trend. And a lot of people are renting it from like $600 to like $900, and it's literally crazy the fact that they're renting their space, because it's like you're literally sleeping with a stranger, but like willingly,
I mean, maybe go
not
on
in a
coffee
romantic
date.
way too.
So it's literally half of their bed.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah, like,
like
you get the other pillow.
Like their listing is like literally their bed, and you pay $900, $600. I guess you share the rest of
So
the
let me
space.
ask you a question, right?
Uh-huh.
Let's just say, Dallas. Go Dallas, right?
I know that answer.
So we go this, right? Say Dallas is renting the bed, half the bed, right?
Mhm.
What happens when a man wakes up with the boner?
Well, no, they're renting it. They never said it was to a man.
I'm just
She can
saying.
sleep with a woman.
What I'm saying is that if a guy was renting it to a female and he wakes up and she's like full on schlong, what happens then?
I start praying to God.
I mean, it's probably a king size bed though. You know, king beds. There's a lot of space. You
That
can
shit don't got a lot of space.
I mean, right now it seems like
California
there's
kings.
mostly women that are doing it, but I think they're being very strategic on who they're
Yeah.
allowing, and they're actually getting people. That's the craziest thing. So then, people that followed suit, obviously, like if it's working for these people, like listen, like $600,
But
$900.
Is it a girl
extra?
a girl on girl type shit situation?
I don't know who they're looking for exactly. Everyone's obviously looking different.
Maybe this is a strategy to find someone.
Yo,
you know?
what happens if you like rent it to like like you're like, all right, a girl's renting it and she's like 700 pounds.
Well, I think they're gonna have to like.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're gonna
Yeah.
find out.
Like imagine the bed space and it's like a twin size bed.
So I imagine that
You're
they're-
sleeping on top of her. She's
Uh,
the bed.
I imagine that their description of the bed is described.
They
They're
have
probably
pictures,
like queen
yeah.
bed, king bed, whatever it is, blah blah blah. It's funny because I did see this meme, but I thought it was just a joke. I didn't realize it was an actual real thing.
No, it's real.
Um,
I literally saw the listings for him.
yeah. So I imagine that they're describing them, and I also think they're probably gonna meet the people in person first,
Yeah.
Yeah.
away from their bed in their house.
No, exactly.
'Cause I could see, perfect case point, I could see a woman sharing half her bed with a gay man, for example.
Right.
Maybe they
I
have
could even
like
see
a,
her. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I could even see her sharing it with a straight man that she could find attractive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To Ant's point, so you could find love in this arrangement.
Yeah. That is true.
Pretty
I-
smart.
I just think it's crazy
Rent
though
your bed, Adelis.
that
I'm gonna rent my bed. How much should I charge? I mean, I don't move when I sleep, so I feel like they're going to. It's a steal.
Listen, if I'm sleeping in a bed with you,
Wait,
Yeah.
she
I'm
said I
rolling
don't move
over.
when I sleep. That's a steal.
Yeah. They're gonna take
No.
over my bed. Like you're going to have
You
my
sleep?
whole
What
bed.
you sleep in booty shorts? See what I'm saying?
No comment.
You see, like a female sleep in booty shorts. And
Right.
Now I
like
sleep in underwear.
a guy might like he might roll over like
I mean,
Right
all I
over
wear
here.
is like a satin, long shirt. That's it.
see. So ass is out, booty
Where's my
showing.
holy water? Where is my holy water?
I'm gonna rent my bed, guys.
I'm pretty sure though the people that are doing it have a very strict like this is where you don't cross. It's almost like the borders.
You know, I hear you, but I want to go back to Adelis. Like, first off, you can rent your bed out. If that's gonna help you get a man, I think we should do it. Shit, I hope you make the ad tomorrow.
Oh my.
I'm gonna have a body pillow as my barrier.
If
That
that
shit
helps
ain't
you
gonna
get
work.
a man, nah, ain't gonna work at all.
It ain't gonna work.
You know, if you're gonna do it like that, might as well get a migrant.
Oh wow.
No, like that. No, because like you'll get money for it.
She's Dominican, so they fly there.
Yeah. She is a migrant.
They get married
I
for
was
money.
born here.
She's Dominican, so they get.
She go back to her home
I'm
country
a
to find a
United
migrant.
States citizen.
They actually pay a lot of money to bring a Dominican.
To
guy
Lisa's
over.
point, she's like, "Well, but a migrant gives you $300 a day versus $900 a month." That's what you're trying to say, right?
Exactly.
I
But
mean,
it's half the bed though. They're paying for their own room.
It's not half of the bed. It's most of my bed. I don't move.
yeah, but that's gonna be crazy because like think about it, like I said,
So wait, what size bed you got?
We're not got
He's
you
trying to
with
figure it out.
this.
He's trying to sell this shit.
Yeah, I mean,
He's trying to
listen.
sell it. He's trying to sell it.
I know. I already know he's gonna write the
Yeah.
description once
Hell
we're off
yeah.
of the mic.
I'm
Yep.
charging a broker's fee and all that. What are you talking about?
He's got to take me.
You're gonna start it here.
What are you talking about? AI already working.
Yo, that's gonna be that'd be interesting. That
I'm
would
putting
be
this shit up
very-
tomorrow. Y'all think it's a joke?
Oh my god.
The fact that it's so bad in Toronto that people are willing to do this.
But why is
because-
it so bad?
Because the bed is a safe space. It's your sanctuary, right?
Yeah.
So, for instance, you know when you're going through something, you want to lay in your bed, you want to have your own space, right? And you're willing to sacrifice that for the sake of money. That you can't even have alone time in your apartment at all.
No. You just said no alone time in your bed. You never said in your apartment.
Listen,
I mean, but
Chance,
you don't know this person. They're in your bed. Like,
Yeah, but I still feel like
you
there's
can't
some.
even cry in your sleep.
Who
I
wants
mean,
to
you
cry in their
could.
sleep.
Mm,
I mean,
First
that's
off,
a
if
little
you did
sad.
cry in your sleep, wouldn't it be nice to have someone to comfort you? And they're comforting you while
I don't
paying
like
you.
your argument.
Wait.
Yeah.
And they're comforting you while paying you $900 a month to be your support system.
I don't like your
That's what I'm
argument.
saying. Like that's gonna be that's something different though. Like you got. They might.
So why
they
don't you
might have
rent half of
catches.
your bed?
I'm not renting half my bed. I don't want
Why
no
don't you
stranger
rent-
near me.
First off, I'm okay with living alone. Secondly, fuck OnlyFans, bro. I'm about to launch Only Sheets. I got something going on over here.
Well,
Damn.
you might get some customers from my bed. I have a
He's about to book your shit out.
You the first one.
I have a mirror in my ceiling.
After you, we're gonna try
Yo.
Lisa.
He's gonna start this
she got the
his
sex-
first half bed rentals.
It's a beta project. We're gonna start with Dallas and we're gonna start with Lisa.
I know, not me.
Listen, she got a mirror on her ceiling. You know what that's for?
Who got a mirror on their ceiling?
That Dallas says she got a mirror on her ceiling.
Oh,
You
Dallas.
nasty!
I love you, girl. That's
Oh,
something
shit.
else.
That's something I don't want to hear about you.
She want to see them moves from every angle.
Mm-hmm.
See what I'm saying? That's that.
Wait, but like you single, so why you have a
Back
mirror
to
on your
Lisa.
ceiling? You like
Back to Lisa.
you look at
So,
yourself when you play with yourself or
Toronto.
something?
Toronto.
It's her and the Rose just looking at each other in the mirror. What's
Oh
going on?
my god.
Oh my God.
Toronto.
Toronto.
Nah,
Toronto.
we bring this shit right here to the United States, the Bronx. What the fuck? Why do you have a mirror on your ceiling?
Toronto.
No, but I will say though, like, you know, especially guys that I've dated that have mirrors specifically in
Yeah, I'm glad you brought the mirror.
really interesting areas, I always find it a little bit sus. It gives me very like fuckboy vibes. You know
They
what I
want
mean?
to see what angle. Like Dallas, she wants to see every single angle. Like,
And the thing is,
down,
no,
side
and
to side.
the craziest thing is when we are doing it, right? He's looking at himself. He's like,
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, yo, am I really on rhythm?
And then you look up.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit! All right.
That shit really clapping.
You look back up like, oh
Yeah.
shit, shit really happening right now.
anyways. So back to Toronto. I think it's crazy. It's crazy.
Crazy.
Why do you have a mirror on your
It's
ceiling?
crazy.
It could have just been there when she moved in.
Yeah, she could have took it down too. Why you still have a mirror on
It's
your
in
ceiling?
ceiling. That's mad work.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. I'm short.
You speaking for Dallas now? You slept in her bed?
Yep.
Oh, so you and Lisa slept together.
How much you charge her?
Toronto.
Did you guys cuddle?
Did
Yes,
put
we
the,
cuddle
You
all
put
the
the
time.
pillow. You
Yeah.
put the pillow between each other.
Did you make the body pillow barrier?
Nah. You
Listen.
racist. Nah.
You're crazy.
You said it.
I mean,
Toronto.
Anyways,
So Toronto,
So-
so Toronto's having this going on. So
exactly.
which is bugged out. Think about it, because I'm waiting for New York City to pass this whole law about the migrants going into paying you $300 a day or some shit like that to rent out a room. Listen, be clear. When New York passes that, I'm renting about 2 or 3 apartments. I got cash on deck. Like I'm going straight to these
All
apartments.
right, I already got him ready.
2 or 3 bedrooms. I'm going right there. Let me get this, because at the end of the day, you're gonna pay me 150. What? 150.
$200 a day or $300 a day?
Something like that. It's like $100 or $200 a day.
$150 a day because it's half of what they pay in the hotels.
Correct. So you're gonna pay me $150 to keep my and you allow me bump beds to put them in. So I'm gonna fill these apart. I'm gonna get like a 2, 3 bedroom. I'm filling them with like 4, like about
6
8,
migrants.
8. I'm gonna if I do a 3 bedroom,
You know
I'll do
what?
12.
I'm gonna waive my broker's fee.
I'll do 12.
I'm just gonna take a piece of the pie.
Facts. And we're gonna make money. We're gonna
Like,
make a
yo,
shitload of money.
You keep 10 of them. I'm gonna take the other 2.
And that's how you make the money.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for New York City to pass this.
We shall see.
Not,
Oh, wait, Lisa, you got a mirror on your bed?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
No.
You boring. Adelis, how you put that mirror up there? You use like a caulk or like a adhesive?
That situation in Toronto is crazy. You know? I'm just.
avoid that shit at all costs.
Anyways, so moving the topic, right? I want to discuss back here in America.
Thank
Today
you.
is Black Friday, and there's so much news going on that Black Friday is not the same as it was back then. So like
Back when exactly?
back in like the 2000s.
But Black Friday, to me, Black Friday is like, it's like a myth
It is.
because it's like normal prices jacked up, and then what they do is they just reduce it back down to like the actual price.
I'll do you one better. All Black Friday deals start on Tuesday.
No, it's true.
You're welcome.
It actually started early.
Yeah, all Black Friday deals start on Tuesday.
Yeah, that's true.
No, but like back then, people used to fight.
Yeah.
Like grandmas, mothers,
well, because
brothers.
they thought they was getting an idea.
They didn't know any better.
And on top of that, that was also the time when you couldn't order things online
Yeah.
at Black Friday.
Right. That
Today,
is true.
everything was you could still get Black Friday prices. Look at that. We walked in and Ant was ordering stuff.
Yeah.
And I thought he was in a bad mood. He doesn't know I had 17 minutes to make my order. Right? like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you could do things online that you
Yeah.
can't do back then. Also, another thing to keep in mind, back then, everything was cutting edge technology.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, everything's just an upgrade of innovation already created.
Right.
Back then, when you can get a DVD player for $99, yeah, and you can't order online, yeah, you're gonna have a line.
Back to DVD players.
You know what I'm saying? Because that was the first time I ever attended a Black Friday event. Me and my dad, good time. We stood in line, and he was like, listen, you're the smallest one out here. You gonna run over there, you gonna grab it before everybody else.
Wow.
And everybody try to touch you, I got your back. And he a third-degree black belt, so I knew he had my back. But I'm fast as shit, so I made it happen. I like 4 of them. I was, tossing them out to other people behind
You
us.
still fast?
I'm fat now. I'm fat now. You know.
So that fast just went out the window?
And I'm just saying,
I mean, you're black,
if you
so black
ever
people
notice
are
in the
pretty
NFL, all running backs, receivers are skinny in the league, and then when they retire, they're fat, and all linemen get skinny when they retire.
I didn't notice that.
You know, look at Barry Bonds. I mean, not Barry Bonds. Barry Sanders.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Oh, that makes sense.
Good analogy. So black people get skinnier. after they-
Athletes get bigger when they retire because they don't have to stay in shape no more. They
Right.
finally get to relax.
No, that's true. So I don't know. I was just thinking about the fact that like Black Friday is not the same, and I don't think that it's gonna exist for that much longer.
No, always.
I think
always
there's still
a
gonna be
gimmick.
holiday sales because they started already doing these sales way earlier. That's why a lot of retail stores started pushing all these holiday gift sets, months before the actual holiday. Like I had Halloween, Christmas. I'm like, Valentine's Day is gonna be right after this. I promise you.
Well, duh. That's how the calendar works.
No, I'm I'm saying earlier.
There's no Valentine's Day sales.
By the way,
Right?
just
No
to be
Valentine's-
clear,
There is the chocolates to get on sale.
no. After Valentine's Day, they go on sale
Yeah.
to clear the shelves.
Yeah, because everything goes up Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Chocolates,
Okay,
flowers.
so I'm gonna
I'm trying to
rephrase
help
what I
you
just
out
said.
You
Things
would've
are
thought she worked
actually
in
on the
retail.
shelf much earlier.
You'd have thought she worked in retail.
But same token.
I don't work in retail.
You gotta think about it, right?
I only sold perfumes and makeup.
When you guys walked in, right, I was shopping, right? And I was
Mhm.
looking at the prices. So the price went from like $20 to like $9, right?
Right.
That's a sell, right?
good deal, yeah.
But that's a break even sale, right? So he's just whatever the inventory that he's trying to get rid of, or they are trying to get rid of, they just put it out there, and I'm just like, all right, great. I'll grab a couple of these. It's one day shirts. I'm gonna wear them and throw them out. Probably.
they wanted to sell old inventory
Correct.
to make money to buy
Yeah.
new inventory.
Yeah.
It's break even. But
And
I went to Home Depot today. Home Depot prices was like almost doubled last week. And I was like, wait, I thought it was Black Friday deals. And it was like, I was like, yo, bro, like I was trying to buy a 12-foot Christmas tree.
Right.
Right? And I was like, so I went to one store, it said $1,600 for the tree. I was like, nigga, it was Black Friday. Like, what's happening over here?
it's like, nah, Christmas around the corner, bro. This is season.
I was like, I'll wait for after the season.
The only thing
and
crazy
then
in
buy
that
it.
Christmas tree price was the mirror on Della's fucking ceiling.
Oh my God.
That was on Black Friday?
It's a sale on select
I found this
items.
out on Black Friday,
You
and my
have to-
eyes are black
You
now.
have to
Wow.
read between the lines.
So what
Select
lines did you
items.
read between to put this mirror on your ceiling?
Toronto.
And with that being said, you know what it is, man, the Friday Night Pregame Show. HMG recap coming up next. We're going to talk about Della shit.
Oh my God.
This is Lisa May's Rants. Bottle up, bitches.
Black Friday. I remember when
Hold
I was
on.
younger.
I'm gonna let you get back to that later. Adelis. Adelis. The shocking. Oh.
Oh my god. Black
Adelis,
Friday.
you go to church every Sunday.
I do.
Why is there a
every
mirror
Sunday.
on your ceiling?
First of all, why can't she have a mirror on her ceiling?
I didn't say she couldn't. I'm just trying to understand why she's not talking about it. Explain to me why it's there and I'll leave it alone.
Because I like to look at myself.
Doing what?
You don't have to worry about that. Praying to God, reading the Bible.
You don't pray on your knees on the.
Hey, yo.
That was no pun intended. I hope she's crossing her hands and with nothing in between them when she prays to God.
Black Friday.
No.
These sales
Yo,
are...
Champs is like so infatuated about why you have a mirror on your own ceiling.
So, Chance, I'm
infatuated-
gonna bring it back to you. Do you have a mirror in your room?
Yes, but on my fucking ceiling.
Where is it?
To the side of my room.
Yeah, I have one to the side of my room as well. And
All
I-
angles.
Yeah, you have one on your ceiling.
What is wrong with having one on your ceiling?
Nothing. I just want to know how it got up there.
What if she had it?
Are you a Dallas?
Ooh.
we are one.
So y'all gay?
No,
All right, so back to Dallas. Y'all married?
no.
Okay, so back to
Spiritually.
Dallas. How did you get
Yeah.
up there? How did you get to stay up there?
He's so intrigued about this.
I might want to go
Listen.
install one. You never know. I just want to know how you got up there. Is it circular?
It's not circular. It's a rectangle.
Do you have
It's
a
little
picture?
squares put together. I'm not showing you my pictures.
Ew, you nasty. It's always the church going folks.
Black Friday.
Yeah.
Black Friday.
Black Friday get mirror on sale.
It's Papa alone and me by my own.
you get a Black Friday deal. You get a mirror, put it on the ceiling.
You know, I think Champs is asking a lot because he's trying to put it in the description exactly what size, so he could put it on his half bed rental website that he's launching very soon.
I think that was the worst joke you ever tried to release.
No, it's not.
Listen, like he wants to know. He has like, you know.
So
Curious.
this is Lisa May's rant.
Dallas is like my sister.
I am.
If my sister told me she had a mirror on the ceiling, I'm like, what the? Why would you tell me that? But then when she goes, yeah, I do. Like, what?
I think you're thinking about it in a dirty way. That's why.
Yeah.
Well,
this
she
if
is-
you
hasn't
just
taught me
thought-
differently.
If you say, oh, you have a mirror in your ceiling,
like,
that's so
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, because I've been in plenty of places with mirror and still I'm like, oh wow, that's such a nice aesthetic.
It is a nice
I'm like,
aesthetic.
I'm about to get it in.
No,
Like,
it's a
You know,
very
you know
nice
what's funny?
aesthetic.
Do you know what's funny about this whole conversation? I'm not even gonna go there, but
What?
Well, now I want to know what's so funny about this whole conversation. The shit just went from
Black
Adela to Anthony.
Friday.
yeah, Black Friday.
No, what's so funny about it?
I don't know what's funny
No
about
mirrors.
it.
Like I was thinking about like something like hotels mirrors. Like nothing.
Yeah, I've seen mirrors on ceilings in hotels. I have.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
But you have it in a company of
But-
your own private house.
No, but think about it. She could start renting the bed. Like,
you rent the bed for more than fucking sharing it. You got a little whorehouse. You don't even know it.
yeah,
Black Friday, man.
Wow.
Black
it
Friday.
was so fucking good.
I can promise
Let's
you-
cut his mic off.
Yes. I am a church person.
Yeah, let's cut his mic off.
Finally.
I'm
Shut
talking about,
this shit
listen,
down. No,
why
no,
rent it
no,
for the
no, we
by
shut
the
it
hour?
down.
Oh my God.
We shut it down for a second.
Why rent it for the night when you can pay by the hour?
We're leaving this. Yo,
Champ.
Trans Pro Tips coming up next. We out of here. Bye.
Always flooding the streets with that new knowledge shit. It's Champs Pro Tips.
You know, I heard an interesting quote this week, and it was related to business, but I really dug deep into that quote and realized how it could relate to so many other parts of your life, personal relationships, even as an employee, right? And the quote was, most people don't fail at this business, they quit before the success shows up. And I thought about that, like, you know, I know people that have had bad relationships and refuse to get in other relationships. But it's like, how can you find what's going to work unless you go through what doesn't work? I thought about people that goes to work and, you know, not at the right job and like they'll choose to quit looking and settle. But it's like, how can you find what's going to work for you in that employee field if you don't move around to find what's going to work for you, right? So this quote really stuck out to me, especially when it came to business. 'Cause more and more I think about it, there's not a single business I've been involved in, ran, or anything where I didn't see success, and everybody's like, "Oh, but we expect that from you." But the reality of it is that no, I just didn't quit when things was tough. You know, like I stood through it till I saw success. So when I heard, you know, most people, it's not that people fail in this business, is that they quit before the success arrives. It really kind of set home with me, or run home with me, because it's like, it's really true. Like, I'm a big believer that you can't have a testimony without having a test, right? You can't have a message without having mess. You can't ask for trials and tribulations and then get upset that they're in front of you, right? Like, people say all the time, "Oh, I want to break generational curses," but they don't understand, like, in order to break generational curses, you have to go through those same fields of cursing and everything else in order to get there, right? So I always think back to the Bible, right? In the 23rd Psalms, he says, "Yea, though I walk you through the shadows of death, I'll fear no evil." So he didn't say, "I'm going to walk you around it." He said, "I'm walking you through it," right? When Moses split the sea, he split it so they could walk through it. That didn't mean they didn't get wet. When he split the fire for Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego to walk through it, it didn't stop them from feeling the heat. And so it really, really just stuck with me. Like, yo, the reality of it is, everything and anything you're going through in your life wasn't meant to happen to you, it was meant to happen for you, right? You have to get through that mess to make a message. You have to get through that test to have a testimony. You have to really, really just keep going, no matter how tough it gets, and no matter what field of life it could be in, personal, business, working, right? If you are not willing to see it through to the end, you shouldn't be there to begin with. And if you're okay with staying complacent, then you have no reason to complain. Because the reality of it is, success is always there. You just have to stick around long enough for it to get there for you. There's skills that you gotta learn. There's things you gotta go through. There's tests, there's trials, there's tribulations. All those things have to happen in order for you to get to the other side. And I don't say it from a person that's accomplished everything. I say it from a person that's still going through the mess, waiting to make a message. I say it as a person still going through the test, waiting to have a testimonial, right? Like, I say it from that point, because there's not anything I'm not willing to do to get where I want to go. So I'll take the mess and I'll take the test until I can be that message or testimonial. And that's Champs Pro Tips.
I love that.
Yeah, that's definitely dope. You have, like, it's crazy. As you were saying, I was thinking about things, and the realization of a lot of things that happens. People don't realize, like, how much you have in this world, right? I feel like we all take this world for granted. Like, we're so stubborn in our ways that we don't realize the things we have to grow with, right? So we all get stuck in complacement.
Facts.
And we all get stuck in this way that we're like, you know what? Forget about it. I don't want to do it because this person's not going to hit me up, or this person's not going to do this, or this person's not saying this, right? And we get stuck in this moment that we never ever realize, like, there's a bigger picture out there. We never realize, like, the person that you are mad at, or the person that's not progressing as you feel like you kind of like humble yourself in a way.
Yeah.
Because, like, you don't ever, like, no one ever sits down in the world, right, and goes, "Hey, you know what? I was wrong. Or I didn't do that. Or I did do this." No one. We all sit here and say, "Well, that person should have did this way, or this person should have did that way," right? So we all sit here and we all do that, and it keeps us in the same boat all the time. Because you know why? This is why I'm never mad at anybody. I don't ever be mad at anybody because I feel like you're holding me back.
Yeah.
So I feel like if I'm mad at you for a reason, you're holding me back at something. Right. I mean, I can't progress because I'm still holding a situation above, like, in my means. People need to learn how to talk it out.
I'll say to that point too, there's like a Buddhist teaching. When you hate somebody, right? Basically, it's like you wish the worst for them. But what is actually happening in reality is you're expecting the other person to die, but you're the one drinking the poison. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's kind of an example too. Like, yeah, of course forgiveness is hard, but you got to do it for yourself. You're not doing it for the other person.
Always.
You know? But yeah.
No, I mean, I think you make a good point, and I think, I work in sales, as we all know. And I think the hardest thing for people to hear, and it doesn't matter if you work in sales or not, is the word no. Right? Most people are scared to ask because they're afraid to hear no. But if you actually took the time to embrace no, like, you know what? I have to be told no. I have to fail in order to get to success, right? Like, this has to happen. Right? If we took football, for example, there's a reason why you only have to go 10 yards to get a new set of downs on a 100-yard field. Because they don't expect you to make it in 4 tries. Realistically, they're saying, hey, it might take 10 different attempts at starting all over again to get where you're going, which
That's
means
what people are scared of.
Yeah, right? But that means that you had to fail or just get 10 yards closer to where you're going on 4 different tries to start all over again. But if you just embrace no, if you just embrace the fact that, yo, everyone's not gonna see it like me. If you just embrace the fact that, yo, I should be sharing my gifts with people, right? I always feel like if you're in business and you're not broadcasting your business, if you're not billboarding your business, this is a message to me too, right? If you're not broadcasting your business, if you're not billboarding your business, what are you scared of?
Right.
What's holding you back? What limiting belief do you have? Right? And again, that's a message to me because I feel that way by myself. So it's not like I'm talking from a place of hypocrisy. No, I'm taking my own messages. But is too many people okay with living their lives saying what if? When they should be living their lives saying, oh, well, I have a good friend. Had a great job, everything going well for him. Left New York while it was all going well. Went to Florida because that was just always their dream to do it. Didn't work out. But at least they got to say, oh, well.
Right.
And they don't have to worry about the what if anymore.
Right.
No, it's a fact.
You know?
It's a fact because same token, like you build this shit, right? So like people don't realize, like day in, day out, you build something. But the most thing you build in reality of it is the love and trust of somebody, right?
Yeah.
So if you can't build that up, everything you do from that day forward, it doesn't really matter. Like people don't realize, like businesses grow off of teamwork.
Facts.
Right? If teamwork is not there, business is not there.
Right.
Right? Love comes from building.
Facts.
It doesn't come from overnight success.
Right.
Overnight success, we've done seen it over and over again. What happens? You fail at it. You got the guys who go from 0 to 100, and we were talking
And
about
go right back to 100 to 0.
and then right back to 0. But in the reality of it, if you really look at it, you have to take the shit by the horns. Love it. Enjoy it.
Right.
And just across the board, just say, hey, if I messed up, I'm sorry. My bad. Let's fix it. Let's grow from this. Right? Because we could grow and build up from this. And that's how we get more successful. That's how people become successful. Because it's not about how you burn a person. Because you could burn anybody. And you're only going to make it but so much. But when that burn comes back, you feel it 10 times more. So the best thing to do is just level up with everybody.
You know, it's a fact.
Push everybody off.
Because again, business, let's stick to that business, right? You build something with somebody, right? And you feel like you got the right person you're building it with and everything's going well and they burned you.
Oh, like us.
Yeah. And then you're like, yo, well, maybe I don't do business no more because people burn. But it takes doing it with the right people that it builds something. At this point, we've been doing this podcast almost 3 years, right? And it's Thanksgiving, so I say it now. I'm grateful for Ant. We were strangers 3 years ago. Strangers. From strangers, we have business together. He's family. You know what I'm saying? And that came from being in an area of like-mindedness and slowly but surely taking step by step, right? To get somewhere. I think too many people try to skip stairs or take elevators, and they don't understand the beauty of taking a staircase. They understand that when you walk stairs, you take one step at a time. Most people don't realize when you get to the top of the stairs, you never look back to see how far you came. You just recognize that you elevated.
Facts.
Right? But if you ever took the chance just to look back and understand how far you came, it doesn't matter how messy your life is right now, because that elevation was still a message that got you there to this moment.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And too many people aren't grateful for where they are, and they forget that 10 years ago, the place you are today is the place you begged to be at 10 years ago. Right? So the mess you're in right now is the mess you asked for 10 years ago, because you're a lot further than the mess you was dealing with then.
Yeah.
And you have to have gratitude for
Gotta
that.
wake up. Gotta wake up.
No, it's true.
It's dope segment. Dope segment.
I'm grateful for you all as well. by
Yep.
the way.
Yeah, I was waiting for that part.
Yeah, I'm
Because you were
grateful
like,
for
I'm
you,
grateful
by
for Ant. I was like, oh, okay. So I'm going to wait
Listen,
till he
I'm gonna
says,
keep it a
like,
buck.
We're
And
not
this-
important.
listen,
Right, exactly.
I'm gonna get a bug and not cock riding or dick sucking, nothing like that, right? All this is happening because of Ant.
Yeah,
Let's just be honest.
no, it's true.
All this happened is his vision.
Yeah.
He brought me in for a one-off interview. Am I wrong?
Yeah, you're right.
Brought me in for a one-off interview. Then said, "You want to be a co-host?" I met you, Lisa, on Instagram. We had great conversation. I thought you had a great personality. I'm grateful for the fact that you were every person I thought you could have been. You were that person. Nothing about you differed from who you were online to who you are in person, right? That's something to be grateful for. Adela, same thing. Adela was a ride or die. Went with us everywhere. I literally
Nice.
watched her lose close friends because of how close she was with us.
Seriously.
But I also watched her level up immensely.
That's
And I'm not putting that on
true.
us, but I watched her level up immensely since she got around people that
Push her.
spent less time talking about what was not working in life and more time talking about the opportunities that were available in life,
Right.
which, to Ant's point, happens to be us,
Yeah.
right? You know,
And
so
as it's Thanksgiving weekend,
yeah. So why not share gratitude? Why not be grateful?
and definitely I am. Let's put this out. I am grateful for you guys. I love all you guys to death, like to death. Like you could call me at any given moment, no matter how you feeling, no matter what you feel towards me at the moment. You could be mad, you could be angry, you could be whatever it is. Chance will tell you hand first. We could argue the second, and
Literally.
you say, "Aunt, I'm fucked up," or "Aunt, I need you." I'm like, bro, I'm right there. I'll be right there.
It's in the voicemail though, but he does call back.
Yeah. I was gonna say that. He doesn't
I might
pick
not
up
answer the
though.
first time. I don't answer the first time, but I will get back to
He'll
you.
call
You know what I'm
back though.
saying?
He do call back.
But at the same token, like, listen, we've been building this shit. It's our Thanksgiving weekend, and I just want we have the gratitude where it's at, and we put on hard work each and every week. We come here, and we build up something that we love to do. Right? We talk about it. We live through our problems through the show, right? We talk about everything we go through, and we let everybody know about it, right? And it's not that we're just putting on a show for people. Like, we're really telling people genuinely what's going on, just in different aspects of how we bring it out, right? So I just want to say this: from Lisa to Dulles to Champs to George,
He started.
everybody here in this world, like in this room, I thank you 1,000%. Because why? If it wasn't for you guys here, I would not still be here. I would not still be doing this shit every Friday. I would have gave up this bill a long time ago if it wasn't for this Friday podcast. I would have said, you know what? I'm gonna go buy me a new Lambo or some shit. Because why? I would have been like, I got enough money to do it, right? But what I did was, I said, no, I'm gonna go ahead and live it out, and I enjoy this shit every time we're together. And with that being said,
Before you go, because I did skip George, and I definitely gotta shout out George.
George, this is the guy.
I gotta shout out George because you know what? George was a recent addition, and you don't see him on camera, but everything he does in the background
You see him behind your
is
head.
the reason. No, but it's the reason why we're here. Every innovation he's brought, every next level idea, has been George and Ant's brainchild, I'll call it, coming to life, and him executing on that. So yeah, big shout out to George because it can't go without saying.
Shout out to George.
George.
Got anything last thing to say?
I love each and every one of you so much. You guys are my family. My dad knows about you guys. My mom knows about you guys.
We ain't even meet them yet.
I know they heard a lot though.
Well, you got fucking
Huh?
you got emojis next to this guy's name. I'm sure they heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
haven't
Like
met them,
Lisa,
but they
who's
heard
the
about you.
eggplant guy?
I know, right? Exactly. But yeah, I love you guys so much. You guys been with me through hard times, through great times. You know, I had some falling out even in my own family, and you guys were there for me. And so I hold you guys in a special place in my heart forever. And I never, ever want to lose that connection with you guys ever.
That's a fact.
Definitely.
I said to Dallas in the car before Dallas speaks, I was like, yo, it's crazy. I see Ant 2-3 times a week, but nothing gets me more excited than hanging out with all of us together. Like
Exactly.
nothing gets me
I
more
was like, you
excited.
don't
Also,
get
hanging
tired
out
of
with me
him?
is not hanging. That's
No, nigga, you yell at me.
I'm an asshole.
Well, I'm grateful for every single person in this room because come together. We're a group, but we each have like a separate bond.
Yeah, you got mirrors on your window.
Oh my goodness, on my window.
Silly.
Okay. But honestly, in just many different ways, you guys have played a major part in my life, and for that I'm grateful.
I love it.
Gracias.
Nice. Are we letting,
George.
I love you too, guys. I'm sitting here in the shadows. George is watching all of you.
Oh my God.
that was creepy.
And that's how we call out the Thanksgiving weekend off, right?
What a creep.
I'm watching all of you.
Guys, we love you. We're grateful. I'm happy to be here.
See you soon.
We'll do this shit for the rest of our life if I could do it.
It's therapeutic. I'm doing this shit forever.
At the end of the day, you know what it is. It's Friday Night Pregame. Though, every single Friday goes down right here. HMG, baby. We out here. Say goodnight. Peace out.
Night.
Bye.
See you guys later.